Test, test, 1, 2, test, test. Test, test, 1, 2.
were given the stats.
Yeah,
Why
my
are you
doctor's
doing this?
handwriting. She was pharmacist handwriting, so hers is nicer.
Drugs with me, or just the handwriting? Okay.
Sorry, I read it home and thinking.
You sure you're okay over here?
What the fuck was this for?
To write notes.
Why do I have to write notes? Like, am I writing a paper airplane note and throwing it down to number 12 saying,
Well, you keep the official stats and then you document it.
And then you write.
Notes, so that,
okay.
you know, we're leading in every category except follows. But
Oh, I better get the national anthem.
yeah, national anthem there, Jen. Come on.
I know.
Phil used to say, first shot, first foul, first goal. Yeah,
I
right?
was doing.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, you do need that because in case he scores or makes an assist.
Yeah. So the camera there.
A long, long time ago, not far, far away, before you were born, maybe, I was covering a game. We used to do Hartford College games on radio. It was a big preseason tournament, and we were playing SIU Edwardsville, which is one of the top teams in the country back then, Division I. We get to halftime, and they're doing stats, and the sports information director for SIU was doing their stats, and he turns his sheet in, and we're announcing him on the radio to folks at home, and he has SIU out shooting Hardwick 35-4 in a half. Well, he was counting every time, and this is in the 70s, and Hardwick was playing very continental European football, you know,
Yeah,
possession,
possessive, yeah.
possession, which was unheard of
Oh, sure.
anywhere in the U.S. in the 70s. Well, every time Hardwick back passed the ball to the goalkeeper,
Call us a shot.
yeah, by his reasoning, that was a shot on goal because if the goalkeeper didn't pick it up or play it with his feet, it quite possibly could go into
This
the
looks
goal.
like it could be it.
And so therefore counted as a shot on goal for the other team.
Wow, so the goalkeeper save ratio probably went up a lot after
Yeah,
that game.
his save to shot ratio was
Incredible.
off the chart, but the problem was is there weren't any shots being taken.
Yeah, my dad was telling me back when he played college, he'd pass back to the keeper, they could pick it up with their hands, and I said, how did anyone win? I would just go up by a goal and then
Well,
play around
and
the
that's why they changed the rules, not at college level, but the international level, because goalkeepers, they kept it, there's a span there of about 12 years where they made every year, every World Cup, in 4-year increments, they would adjust the goalkeeping rules because the teams were getting so sophisticated, their time wasting using the goalkeeper. So the first thing that went was the goalkeeper steps. That now
That's just in case they come out.
I'm trying to remember the sequence how it went.
There's no number of steps anymore, correct?
No, but at one point the goalkeeper didn't have to put the ball on the ground. He could basically take like a basketball dribble once every 4 steps. So he was just free to run with the ball, bounce it, take 4 more steps, bounce it, take, and you know, go any place he wanted, back and forth across the penalty box, you know, ice time that way.
No, I know. It
You know,
wasn't
so
you.
the other team got forward in there chasing him, trying to catch him and bounce. So then the next
I
play
said,
they
Johnny
changed
and I were talking.
is he actually had to put the ball on the ground.
Like, I'm okay with.
Couldn't bounce
Back and said, hey, we have a
But he
stadium.
put it on the ground, he could advance it,
And he
but
said,
he could pick it
why
up
is he acting like that? I said,
if the player came to challenge.
Because listen,
And so they very quickly became very, very So eventually it got to the point where
I get it.
now if the goalkeeper is where it is now, you put the ball on the ground, you cannot pick it up again. In trying to, they did the whole, and then they eventually got to, pick it up, but
Still play my national
if it's in
anthem.
his hands, he has to play
We're so
within
glad
5
you're here.
seconds.
Yeah, I actually got a live stream today.
You what?
I actually got a live stream working.
Really?
Yeah,
Put
it's
the ball
up.
on the ground,
Yeah,
unless
I'm
someone
excited.
advance with it, so I can just sit there.
Oh, you'll say, oh,
Yeah.
Well, I need it very, very quickly here for, well, I'm gonna need it for lineups here. The late Jen is 7:24 and they're not parading. I'm supposed to be announcing the visiting lineup. Should I yell out?
Hurry up.
Hey, you guys! Oh, they're walking out.
they are parading.
Oh my gosh.
Better hurry up.
They're gonna be singing mode.
Hello, welcome into Birney Crum Stadium here on the campus of Allentown School District. Getting set for
Dave is getting ready to get going.
the match here today as we wind down towards the end of the regular season. FA Euro coming to town here to face Lehigh Valley United a day after Lehigh Valley got a win 3-1 over Evergreen FC. It's been a busy weekend for them. This match originally was set to take place on July 1st, but they had to reschedule it for today, July 9th. So 2 matches in 2 days for Lehigh Valley United as they head towards the end of the season. 2 teams here today really out of contention here in the Mid-Atlantic Division for those playoff spots in the Eastern Conference playoffs, but still battling for the rights there to battle for that 4th place spot at least, where Lehigh Valley United finds themselves at 13 points. FA Euro coming in 6 points on the table, 2-8 record overall as we look down on the lineups coming out onto the field. Now, since Lehigh Valley United played yesterday in that 3-1 win over Evergreen FC, really a lot of their offensive stars are taking a step back here today. AJ Bishop will be coming off the bench, and Mark Forrest not in the 18 here today. Canella, Ryad, and Trout will be up top here today, looking to combine. Trout getting a goal and an assist yesterday in the win over Evergreen
Robert Gomez.
for FA Euro New York. Typical lineup out there for them today. Anderson, despite the recent hamstring nagging, his game time decision was up in the air as he came into this one, but it looks like the Danish midfielder will be getting the start at right back here today for FA Euro, and good to see him out there for the away side. Other than that, Fala, Camacho, and Gomez making up that defensive line. Rebecca, Santa, and Wenis at midfield. And up top, Lampkin Ladula, familiar face and also new to the team from Tajikistan, Bek Kusenbov, as he comes into the game. Kusenbev. Apologize for that. Appreciate the pronunciation help from the FA Euro staff here up with me in the press box. As we look down now, Lehigh Valley United lineup being announced here in Birney Crum Stadium. Cameron Keys starts in goal once again for Lehigh Valley United. He's been a stable force in there for the side, the LaSalle goalkeeper. And on the defensive line, we have Muller, Rose, and Garrett Keys, familiar defensive forces out there for Lehigh Valley United. But also joining them, Trey Mason, new face out there for the team. And we'll see what he can bring in that center back spot, typically filled by Keelby Espinola, but he's not in the 18 tonight, taking a break after this tough stretch. They played also Wednesday night at Reading, so this 3rd match in 5 days for this team, and we'll see what they can put out on the field here tonight. Rocha, Rhoda, and George make up the midfield, and as I mentioned up top, Riyad, Canella, and Trout. Sorry, Trout, more of a player off the bench this season, but he's filled in well up top today and yesterday, and we'll see if he can continue that. Right now, we'll pause for the national anthem here on the broadcast. Thanks for everyone tuning in, and we're almost set for game time. Definitely a beautiful night here for soccer in Allentown, Pennsylvania, as we get set here. These two teams now meeting up. They met once before this season at FA Euro. A 3-2 loss for Lehigh Valley United, but a close battle. And 3 goals in that one for FA Euro. They only have 6 on the season, so after that occurring in the game. So we'll be looking, of course, to get that offensive motion going once again. Plenty of rest for this FA Euro squad. They haven't played since June 27th. A home loss to Reading United AC. 4-1 that result was, and they'll be looking to remedy that here tonight with plenty of rest under their belts. Look down on the captains. Back again. Camacho there, the center back for FA Euro New York. Rose out there, the center back for Lehigh Valley United.
For your game time and halftime dining pleasure, the snack bar on the east end of the stadium is open.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the first live stream here of Lehigh Valley United PDL Soccer. Happy to be here. I'm Chris Mackowiak, bringing you the action here from Birney Crum Stadium, the campus of Allentown School District.
The goal gets scored today. I got yelled at for not doing the Mario. What's his name? Long-winded goal. Who got yelled at? I did.
For FA Euro, this is the first of 4 matches left in the season. Lehigh Valley, 1 of 3 left. United will hit the road on Wednesday against Ocean City, a team still battling for that play-in spot if New York Red Bulls do get the division title and the conference championship. Whereas for now, they are in the lead with 2 to 3 matches remaining for most teams in the Eastern Conference. Lehigh Valley United in their typical all-white unis and in the blue and yellow on the right side of the field, moving towards the left. FA Euro New York, the away side in this game. FA Euro this season, 1-3 on the road. 1 road win coming at Evergreen FC. First game of the season on May 13th. Sorry, Trout tonight will be the man at the top of the formation for Lehigh Valley United, and he'll start it off here, knocking it back, and they're underway.
What happened was Scurry, and she was famous for this, was trying to take advantage.
Rose early on, getting the touches. Here's Garrett Keys. He'll sweep it downfield. Trout under it. Looks to get to it, but knocked away first by Fala. Cleared away. Dragged back. Rebecca winning the foul there, and it'll be a free kick for FA Euro. They'll bring it back up the field here. Wennis will send it over. For FA Euro, getting his first start in the goal this season, Matt Dabrowski, the Staten Island, New York native, Northeastern goalkeeper. With injuries rattling their goalkeepers for most of the season, his name has been called upon. On their side, Gomez sending it up, out of play. Pressure coming along from Rhoda, Lehigh Valley United. Quick throw-in coming from FA Euro. Here on the near side. Ladula gets that deflection out of play, and will be another throw-in coming. Gomez will have it. Ladula tried to knock it down. Instead, Lehigh Valley trying to battle for it. Good job by Rebecca helping it along, and Gomez will sweep it to the other side. Moving up ahead, a nice ball through towards the box, but coming out to it just in time as Cameron Keys getting his first touch of the match and keeping it away from FA Euro. He'll take his time with this one, putting it down. Kick downfield, deep into FA Euro territory. Out of play off of Lehigh Valley. It'll be FA Euro possession. Nico Anderson will have the throw-in. He was a game-time decision heading into this one, but FA Euro happy to have him along their back line. Ball downfield. Cut back. Ball over the top once again from the away side. Brought down. Miscommunication there from LVU and be out of play. Ball over the top. Here comes Rose. Looks to get a touch to it. Garrett Keys gets as it falls, and a foul called there. Rose winning it, and it will be a free kick. Keys coming out to take it from the goal. Cameron Keys, 2.29 GAA this season for Lehigh Valley United. Rebecca trying to bring it down. Almost did, but Trout flying in there. Flicks it ahead, keeps it in play, but it only finds Gomez. He loses it. Movement the other way. Stride keeps it alive up ahead to his teammates. The far side, Rose helping out up towards midfield. Canella. Lehigh Valley United working it all the way back through their defense here. Near side now. Trout, George over to Mason. Back to George, looking deep down the other side. Coming up now, Rhoda. Lehigh Valley taking their time here, working against his FA Euro defense. As they'll work it around here, backside. Garrett Keys, the other center back here tonight. Typically a defensive midfielder for Lehigh Valley United. Taking over the duties here. 3 matches in 5 days. Throwing on the near side. Gomez will take it for FA Euro. Coming headed on by Ladula. He'll get it back and knocks it back on. Sembev into that one, but well off the mark of a cross, and will fly back. Goal kick coming for Cameron Keys. FA Euro on the transition so far, finding some room with balls over the top, but can't penetrate deep enough into the box to really threaten Lehigh Valley. The LaSalle goalkeeper sends it off. Headed down by Mason. Can't get it up to his teammates there. Clearing it there. Dabrowski downfield and out of play. Another throw in here on the near side for FA Euro. Slowly making their way down the field. Gomez will take it. Out of play off of Ladula just like that. And we back to Mason playing right back here tonight. Pressure against Ryed there. Gets knocked off the ball. Gomez there, the final touch. And the referee going to call that the way of LVU. Gomez and Rebecca were on the scene. Downfield and flying in there. Nice stop by Dabrowski. Goes down hard there on top of the ball, but kept it away from Lehigh Valley there. Canella was the one on the scene. It'll be a free kick coming for FA Euro. Dabrowski will just send that downfield. Sembev loses it there on the header. Now up the field, here comes Lehigh Valley, but the flick there by Trout only finds FA Euro, and that ball over the top right to Cameron Keys. Back and forth play so far in this one. Keys sends that deep. Looking for his forwards, but no one far enough downfield for that. Camacho will give it off to follow the near side. Back over to Dabrowski. Fell backwards there as he tried to get under it to send it deep, and LVU will get a possession out of this. George moving up, trying to drive into that one. He's going to get the deflection back. Move it far side. Flick inside, headed away by FA Euro, looking to solidify possession. Camacho deep down the field. Kasembev trying to get onto it, but guided back well by Garrett Keys over to Cameron. Lehigh Valley most of the possession so far in this game. So we're in the 9th minute of action. Early on, back and forth play, no real solid possession in each other's final thirds. Rose back up to George, who comes back over, taking over that defensive midfield role for Lehigh Valley tonight. Lehigh Valley for that win against Evergreen. 4 straight losses, so looking to key on that momentum in this game here tonight. Coming up, heading that one, Gomez. Kashembev up the field. Moving forward there, Anderson giving it out wide. Looking for something in the box. It sneaks through. Rose is going to have to clear this one, and he sends it back towards midfield. Trout coming onto it, settling it down, looking for some help, but it's knocked away. Camacho there to keep the attack going. Ball over the top. Ladula running in, but Mason there first with the header. George header, then Riyadh helping it along. Rhoda bringing it down, and now Lehigh Valley trying to capitalize on the transition. Here comes Mason, the right back up ahead. Slide tackle out of play. Ladula, a nice one there. The LIU post player bringing it out for a LVU throw-in. Riyadh tried to get that throw in and settle it down, but instead it's going to be out of play. And Gomez immediately on top of it for the throw-in. Flicked ahead. The Italian, Rebecca, trying to stay with it. It's headed away, and a free kick is won by Rebecca, and it will be a spot near midfield from the head referee. Quickly taken, but it will be brought back in the end. 11th minute of action. Followed ball deep downfield, looking wide. It's going to settle down with Lampkin. He wins the corner kick there, the deflection off of LVU. And the first real chance on a set piece here in this match. 30th corner of the season for FA Euro New York. Ball coming in here, headed down across the frame, a dangerous one. Wennis on that, the Norwegian almost finding that far post from his head, and instead Cameron Keys safely not worrying about it. It's goal kick for LVU. Cameron Keys sends it off. Gomez jumping over and undercutting Ryhead there. Nothing called, though. LVU midfielder trying to get back to it. Rebecca going forward, and he wins yet another foul. Rebecca once again using his technical footwork to try and win these fouls, and he's doing well of it so far. Camacho moving into the midfield. Ball ahead, a dangerous one here falling. Garrett Keys in the area. Santa with it, cut back, looking for the cross, trying to get it to a teammate. Back downfield instead of throwing coming as that trickled out of play.
You're not 21. You don't look a day over 16. I was going to call the cops on him. I really was. Thanks, Dave. Well, seriously. Seriously?
Or down Camacho making the right call there as Trout came running in trying to provide some pressure. Knocked downfield looking for Rebecca. Knocked back up, still in the air. Ladula brings it down and battling with two LVU defenders, trying to move it upfield, cleared by Garrett Keys. Ball continues downfield until it's cleared by Gomez. Garrett Keys back under it, down the other way. Trout deflection there, falls back to Canella, and now Lehigh Valley back in possession. 14th minute here in Birney Crum Stadium in Allentown, Pennsylvania. LVU currently at 13 points on the table, fourth in the Mid-Atlantic Division, 1 point ahead of Jersey Express, who fell to Reading United AC last night, 5-0. Knocked out of play by Gomez, throwing for Mason quickly. Trout settling it. Riot finding some room, moving to the other side. Mickey George lining into this one. Ball over the top. No one making the run, though. A bit too close to the goalkeeper, Dabrowski. Dabrowski, 3 starts, 4 appearances overall for Northeastern last season. Comes the ball downfield. Rose under it. He'll get the header. Around Kusenbev. Bad header by George there, nearly giving it away. Keys right back to Cameron Keys. Downfield targeting Trout, headed out. Once again, it's Gomez on the scene. LVU really trying to work this near side wing. This game so far, Mason with the throw in. And the quick restart, here's Garrett Keys. Rose on the far side. Mickey George. Back with it. Up ahead, Trout with the deflection. Anderson gets under this one, sending it downfield. It falls. Both players battling for it. LVU wins it back. Canella back over out wide. And they'll work it back to Rose and over to Garrett Keys and swing it around the defense. Up over the top. Here comes a run from Trout, but getting there in time. And with some help from Anderson, Dabrowski, a big stop. Knocked down by Mason. Garrett Keys trying to come in. Mason playing well early on, getting some stops. He gets another one there on that pass through. Far side now, there's Rose giving it off. Back heel, nothing doing there on that as it's blocked away. Anderson winning the throw-in. Knocked down. Here comes a run from Kusenbev, but instead goes out of play. Will be another goal kick coming for Cameron Keys. Lehigh Valley dealing well with this transition attack from FA Euro New York so far in this game. Keys sends it off. Far side, a little push off there, and that'll be a foul going the way of Lehigh Valley United. Quick restart. Mickey George with it now. Driving into this one. Far side here from him. Mason settles under it, working against Gomez. Looking to the box, looking for a cross, but Gomez, excellent defense, out of play, throw-in for LVU, as ruled by the assistant referee near side. Finally, Lehigh Valley United finding some possession in that final third. Settling it down, Rhoda, knocked ahead. Ryad. Ball in here, headed up. And cleared away. Wennis helping it along, but right to George. Driving into the spun, but well off the mark. And it'll be a goal kick coming for Dabrowski. First real chance in the final third there for Lehigh Valley United. Couldn't make anything of it here in the 19th minute. Both teams getting their fair share of chances early on. Dabrowski sends it off. Falls far side. Muller helping it along, but it falls right to the Norwegian. Wennis tried to work it over the top. It was a run from Santa into the area. Knocked down, and a referee ruling a handball there on the upper arm. Wennis here immediately taking it, and he'll work it near side to Gomez. Figueroa may be feeling something here, but then an interception coming from Mason. He gives the pass right up, though. Out of play, off of Rhoda. Kicked out of play there. Ladula apologizing to the fans there. Near side Mason, deep upfield, and Trout couldn't get his head to it. Gomez helped it along to Ladula. Out of play, throwing coming to FA Euro. That's the call Ladula wanted. Trout nearly getting to follow there. Close one for the defender. Like ball up ahead. Things brewing for FA Euro here. Ball across. It was a run from Santa there. Rebecca trying to keep it alive over to Ladula. Ryad over to George, and they'll work it back through the defense. Ryad up ahead. Trout with a run on and shoving it away there with his left leg. It's Fala. Ryad, ball over here, trying to work the back heel to himself. Instead, it's going to be FA Euro the other way. Ladula running on this one. Mason quickly to get back to his spot. Cut back, looking around, and a foul going the other way. Ladula winning that one. Santa will take this. Free kick on the near side. FA Euro lining up here, looking for a ball into the box. Low one here, Ladula there. Quick flick the other way. Headed back by Canella. Deflected ahead. Play's going to continue here. Ball ahead. There were two LVU players in the area, but Camacho was sent right back to Dabrowski. Sending it high into the air, far side. Headed down, George. Ball cross here, Ryad there, but not enough run on it, as coming all the way back as Santa too. Get the throw in eventually for FA Euro. Will be Gomez coming to take this one. Mason flicked it up. There's Rebecca battling for it, but Rhoda gets there first. Here's George. Splitting some double teams, putting on the Jets, putting it in towards the box, but right into the arms of Dabrowski. Not going on frame there. Ball curled a little bit out. A nice easy grab for the goalkeeper. Deep downfield, Rose. Heads it initially. Kasembev keeping it alive, though. Here comes a run. Santa back over. FA Euro camping out here deep in LVU territory. And a late tackle there as he squeezed the ball around. Wennis winning it against Mickey George. And a dangerous spot for a free kick here for FA Euro. It'll be Santa once again lining up over this one. Comes the ball. Head away by Rose. Up and out of play. It'll be a throw-in coming for FA Euro. Looks like a long one will be taken. Here it comes. Sabax-Ladua gets a header there, but there's Rhoda clearing it a bit more. Wennis coming in. Ball over the top. Headed again and safely into the arms of Cameron Keys. Dangerous play there overall. Threatening was FA Euro New York. George bringing it down over to Garrett Keys. Looking upfield, but he'll keep the ball a second more there. Gomez thought about sending it back to his keeper. Instead, he'll change sides of the field there. Back to Dabrowski. He'll help it along here. Fala looking up ahead. Santa working it all the way back to Dabrowski. FA Euro working some possession here. Santa cutting inside. Quick movement from the Peruvian. To the far side now, Camacho moving up into the midfield, sending the ball over the top. Nice run from Lampkin. Here he comes into the box. Shot towards goal, but wide there and high. And Cameron Keys not needing to make a save on that. Goal kick coming. A dangerous, powerful strike from Lampkin. 2 goals on the season for the forward. Cut back over to Garrett Keys here in the 27th minute. Still 0-0 between these two sides. Chances for both. Still can't find that finish, though, as Dabrowski will keep that in play and grab onto it here. Near side, now here's Fala. Santa trying to win it. George gets the final flick to it. Rhoda there. Kasenbev sending it wide. Here's Lampkin again. Another run towards the far side. Overlapping there. Coming forward. Crossover, and what a leap there from Cameron Keys. Getting onto that one before it potentially got to Ladula. Riot running in. Giving it off to George. Back to Rhoda. And all the way back to Garrett Keys. Rose on the far side. LVU plenty of possession in this game, just haven't been able to find those passes towards the final third. Here's a ball over the top. Tried to find Mason, the right back, on a run. Instead, it's headed away by Gomez. Ladula keeping it from Ryad. There, he's going to keep it alive. The Englishman moving upfield, cut back, tackled there, and another foul coming. And that's going to be the first booking of the night. Mickey George getting the yellow card from the referee. Rebecca standing over for now. Ladula timing that movement well and winning the foul as he crossed over around George. First yellow card of the season for Mickey George. Follow moving it upfield. Ladula. Lampkin now. The run into the box. Backheel it over to Fowler on the doorstep, but moves it near side of the near post and just wide of Cameron Keys. Great chemistry turning into a great chance between Lampkin and Fowler, and the center back nearly getting on the scoreboard. Quick restart from Keys. I'll move it over to Rose. Adjusted down by Trout, trying to win it, and instead it turns into Camacho winning a foul for FA Euro New York. Trout bringing the ball back as Gomez will take it. And tell Fowler to come up and take it so he can head downfield alongside the wing. And they'll just change sides of the field. 31st minute of action, still 0-0 between FA Euro New York and Lehigh Valley United. Ball moves wide once again in the final third. It's FA Euro. Moving wide here, ball across. Cameron Keys not there initially. It's over top of Ladula, who's near the back post. Across there, targeting Santa. Instead, it goes wide on the deflection, headed down. Offsides, the flag goes up on the far side from the assistant referee.
So this guy's so concerned with describing he just missed a beautiful bicycle clearance. You know, because he was 2 passes behind trying to describe it.
Keys with the kick downfield. And the foul there. Lehigh Valley United looks to be winning it. They'll have excellent position here as Rose comes up to place the ball. Rose getting into this one, but well over the crossbar, and it'll be a goal kick for Dabrowski. Here in the 33rd minute, one of a few shots here in this first half for Lehigh Valley.
Chewing gum, boys and girls.
Knocked out of play. Anderson was up the field, but gets off his leg, out of play. Rose.
Call the cops on you now, Dave. She's like 60. That was terrible.
Out of play, and a quick restart here on the throw-in from FA Euro. Mickey George immediately pounces on it. Santa lost it there as it came into play. And they'll work it back to Garrett Keys. Rose over to Garrett Keys near side. Wenis moving it upfield as FA Euro wins it back. Through ball over to the far side here, lining into this one towards the far post, headed off the line there, and dangerous territory. And it was Garrett Keys getting the big clearance there to keep LVU out of danger. Over the top. Trout coming in on it. He's going to win possession inside the box. Switches sides of the field, but too much power on that one. Flicking it up over. Trout flying in there. Couldn't get a header to it. Here's Ryad. Sinking through the legs there. Shot coming from Trout, but he's well wide left. Chance on the doorstep, but couldn't make anything of the pass from George. Keys heads it down. Rebecca running in, working against Riot. He's going to cut it back. Keep possession safely as George moves up the midfield. And George back over to Keys, and they'll work it back through the defensive line. Ahead, but no one really in the area for Lehigh Valley. Back to Dabrowski as he clears it upfield. Up and out of play. The clearance goes as Gomez will have the throw in. Santa all the way back with the defense. And they'll send it back to Dabrowski. All by himself back there until Fala came along. Gomez. Working it through the legs of Ryad. He's trying to work it over the top to Ladula, but a nice stop there from Mason. Up to George, who moves it along to Rhoda. And now Lehigh Valley changing directions on the field, but a deflection there. Pressure from the native of Tajikistan, Kasembev. It's been strong up top so far in this game. Mason ball in, header there on the far side. Trout kick in there. Fala with a deflection. Otherwise, I could in the back of the net. And it stays 0-0 here in the 37th. Rose back with it as Lehigh Valley continues this attack. Mason running in, the right back of LVU, going to win it here against Gomez. Low cross there through and stopped immediately. Ladua moving ahead, and it's going to be a foul the other way. The Englishman not happy about that call, but it will be a free kick for Lehigh Valley. Rose will stand over it initially as Ladula continues to plead his case with the referee.
Yep, you'd be walking all the way up to international level. It wasn't just a local high school,
38th minute. Rhodes will send this one in towards the far post, and sweeping in there's Dabrowski punching it away. The attack will continue for LVU. Ball up in the air. Ryad there heads it, but colliding with Ladula there. It will be a free kick for FA Euro. Finally getting out of the situation.
yeah, so like that.
Yeah, it's not like he was like patting him or saying good job. He poked his chest. I was like, that's how we go.
Follow downfield.
I also don't like 17. He's very hot-headed player. He's good. His touches are fantastic.
George. Moving to midfield. Tried to get it over the Trout. Instead, Fala got there on the pass. Camacho retreating quickly to win this as Lehigh Valley players came in. Down and out of play. It'll be a throw-in. Muller on it.
Was it on my charge?
Gomez near side. Follow back to the other side. Camacho will get it with some room in front of him. He'll move it upfield.
I found soccer doesn't change between.
Ball over the top. Lampkin was there with a run, but instead Muller gets there first. George.
You just need a little
Cut
bit
back.
more accurate passes, a little more accurate shots as you go up, but that's about all it is.
Rhoda. Downfield, a run from Trout trying to settle it back. Fala there, and he clears it away. Another great stop from the center back. Ryad. Ball into the box over the top of Camacho, and he gets a header just in time to keep it away in the end from Rocha, and it will be a corner kick coming for Lehigh Valley United. Great chance for the home side to strike here in the 41st, just before halftime. Here it comes here towards the far post. It settles down. Ryad there. Going to keep it alive. Cut back. Here comes the shot. Deflection. Muller gets there and cleared away by Rebecca. George keeps the possession alive, out of play as he falls there. And it will be a throw-in coming for FA Euro, but great chances in the last few minutes for Lehigh Valley United. Knocking on the doorstep. Gomez flicks it up ahead. Rebecca now. Downfield. The referee saying that went out of play as it bent forward, and it will be a throw-in coming for LVU. George. Over initially, ball falls back to Garrett Keys. Santa providing some pressure there. Cameron Keys will send that back towards midfield. Trout there, a little shove in the back against Fala, and it will be a free kick for FA Euro. The referee comes over to calm things down a bit between the two players. And I'll give Trout a talking to there. As we're close to moving into the 43rd minute. Fala will have the free kick here near midfield. Still 0-0 between FA Euro and Lehigh Valley United. Lampkin gets under this one, sending it to the far side of the box from him. On the doorstep, Ladula Right time and place. And the Englishman strikes 1-0 FA Euro right before halftime. The touch after the cross coming from Kasenbev. But Lampkin initially getting the ball into the box. And not really anything Cameron Keyes can do with it on the doorstep like that. It's officially a 43rd minute goal for Ladula. And all frustrations he's dealt with on the near side, paving way for that goal. His first of the season.
FA Euro goal has been scored by number 17, Charlie Ladula.
Right, cut back. LVU trying to strike quickly here as they're down. Nearly headed into the break. Mason keeping it alive. Ladula gets it back quickly. Ball through. Garrett Keyes.
I had Kuznetsov, touched it back in.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. No problem.
Up ahead. Another run from Ladula. Here he comes towards the box. Garrett Keyes got initially touched there. Ladula, beautiful save. It's Cameron Keyes getting the stop well out of the frame of goal. And Ladula nearly finding a second one in just 2 minutes. FA Euro feeling the momentum here as they move downfield. Santa cut back, moving ahead, through ball. Rebecca there, the offsides flag raises there. It'll be a free kick on that from Cameron Keyes upcoming. 45th minute here. Headed down. Camacho was there. Rebecca back to Gomez. Ladula to the Italian Rebecca. Gomez. Looking downfield, back towards midfield. It's intercepted. Rhoda moving ahead. He had Ryad to his right. He went left instead. Trying to find Canella. Says it's intercepted. As FA Euros tries to settle this down to bring their lead into the half. Rose, the volley back all the way to his keeper. As Cameron Keyes will give it off to Garrett Keyes. Into stoppage time of the first half now. And giving up the pass there as Rebecca sends it all the way back to Dabrowski. And FA Euro seeming content here to go into the half up 1-0 as they slowly move it upfield. And a quick breakaway. Ball across here. Ladula on the doorstep. The flag up, though, and that one coming back so close to his second of the game just like that, but instead coming back, but still, again, beautiful transition play from FA Euro. Up and out of play. And that will bring the referee's whistle here for the end of the first half. Ladula strikes once, despite having a few chances there towards the end. 1-0 as we head to the break, and Lehigh Valley looking for answers here as we head into the second half. We'll be right back for the second half action in just a few minutes.
Lehigh Valley United 0, FA Euro 1.
HFC. It's for the goalkeepers. Right before
Hello and welcome back into Birney Crum Stadium here on Allentown, Pennsylvania, as we get set for the second half. Pretty eventful final 5 minutes of that first half, as Ladula found the back of the net, and nearly a few times at that. He found his first of the season, though, then had 2 breakaways afterwards. One saved by Keys, another called back on the offsides. So now FA Euro definitely with the momentum as they move into the second half. One up on the road. Lehigh Valley looking for some new strategy here into the second half. Ball sneaks through there. Muller will get onto it and guide it out of play. Throw in for Lehigh Valley United. Just the 7th goal of the season for FA Euro New York. 4 of those coming, though, against LVU. So something that they like about playing Lehigh Valley. As George knocks that down, trying to win it back. And knocked ahead here. Chance maybe brewing for FA Euro, but Santa not making the run there. Instead, it will fall to Cameron Keys, and he'll get his first touches of this second half. Throws that deep downfield as Lehigh Valley attacks the far wing. George stepping up. Ball ahead. Ball ahead. Clearance. And ball right out of play there. Tried to get the pass off to Anderson, but pressured by Rhoda. Muller will have the throw in here. Rose gives it off. George now. Down the field, here comes LVU, now working against Rebecca. Nicked forward, curling back. Rhoda coming in on this one, chip ahead, deflected. Mason brings it down, tackled from behind, nearly losing it, but keeping it alive. Nice hustle from the right back. Ball ahead. Shot coming, but right into the arms of Dabrowski as he moves it upfield. Anderson back. And right to LVU, so they'll get back on the possession here. Muller draws the contact out of play and off of Kusembev, who got the assist tallied for him, his first of the season. Anderson will have the throw in near side. Here in the 48th minute. Headed down out of play, and the head referee will overrule the assistant. It'll be a throw in for Lehigh Valley. Muller near side. Muller keeps it away from Lampkin there, almost pounced on the interception. It'll be Anderson now taking the throw in. Rebecca heads it forward. Flag is raised, the offside on Kusembev. And Lehigh Valley will start things going. Moving upfield here. Rhoda cut back. Nice little move to free up some space. Muller, the left back, moving ahead, tackled away, and wins the foul there against Lampkin. Rhoda will stand over it, but here comes Rose to take it. Philadelphia University player has also appeared on the PDL Team of the Week. He'll give it off here. Up ahead, ball over the top, headed back by Anderson. He gets right back under it. Rocha there. They try to sneak the ball through. He's on it. The shot to the near post, but saved there. Working to his right. Dabrowski comes up big once again. Dabrowski looking to send this off. Rocha providing some pressure there. Headed back. Rose. Back the other way, and LVU going to win the foul on that. So they'll get some more room to operate. Things going their way so far in this second half. Downfield. Over the top of Anderson. He'll let that go out of play. Throw-in coming for FA Euro, and Anderson will stay there to take it. Throw right back to his keeper, Dabrowski. Northeastern goalkeeper. Gets flicked ahead by Camacho as Anderson tries to keep it going, but he loses it. Rocha cutting back, looking to keep the attack going for LVU. Working ahead, Rocha can't get to it. Ball just ahead of his foot there on the delivery. Quickly the other way, Santa up ahead. Kasembev sending it forward, tried to cross it to Ladula, the early goal scorer, but out of play on the deflection. Santa. Anderson sending it to the box, deflected there off of Rhoda. Up and out of play. Throwing coming for the right back of FA Euro. Quickly takes it. Kasembev knocking it back, looking for Rebecca, and gets the lucky hop off of Ryad. Camacho. Knocks the ball over the top, looking for Lampkin. A bad clearance there from Muller. They're going to have to work this out of play. Out of play, and once again on this near side, the head referee overruling the assistant, and it'll go back to Lehigh Valley. And coming well out of the frame of goal will be Cameron Keys taking this goal kick. Few excellent saves there in the first half right after that Ladula goal, stopping the forward again on a breakaway. Rebecca. Up into the air. It found Rhoda initially. Now battling forward on the far side. Ryad, but loses it to Gomez. The LVU winger gets a touch to it out of play, and Gomez will take the throw in quickly. Up to Ladula. Knocks it back to Rebecca, but he'll wind things back to get Gomez and the backs involved. Camacho, back to his keeper. FA Euro trying to hold on to find their third win of the season. Right now a 3-game losing streak for FA Euro as they work it near side. Santa cuts it back. Makes its way over to Rebecca. On the far side, moves it forward. Wenis. On the near side, but the pass bit too behind his teammate Gomez, and will be out of play. LVU right back with it. Still looking for that equalizer, down 1-0 here in the 54th. Out of play again, back to Lehigh Valley. Long ball, deep downfield. Running onto his Canella, but it's cleared away outside the box from Dabrowski. Ladula flicking it ahead. A beautiful ball. Santa trying to catch Cameron Keys off his line. The little flick over top of the keeper. A beauty from the Peruvian. And it's 2-0 FA Euro just like that on the breakaway. Beautiful delivery from Ladula, a goal and probably an assist for the forward tonight. And Cameron Keys just caught off his line there. It's been that transition attack that's really caught LVU off their guard here tonight. But once again, so much possession for Lehigh Valley in the minutes coming up to it, and then a goal in the end for FA Euro. Rose will get things going here.
Scored by number 10, Alexis Santa. Assisted by Charlie Ladula, number 17.
Ladula getting his first 2 points of the season tonight. For Santa, his second goal of the season. As FA Euro tries to work this out of danger. George. Ball over the top. Finding Muller, the left back. Cutting it back. Here comes Rocha. It was a nice view there from Muller. Camacho getting on top of it there. Ball quickly ahead. Kasembev cutting it back, but a nice stop coming from Garrett Keys there. And he'll work it back to his keeper. 56th minute, 2-0 lead for FA Euro. No substitutions for either side in this game so far. And Lehigh Valley coming off of a game last night. A 3-1 win against Evergreen. Knocked back. Wen is trying to stay with it, but the deflection finds its way to the foot of Rhoda. Here is Canella. Cut back by Rebecca, intercepting the pass from Rocha, and it's all the way back to Dabrowski. Still working on a clean sheet tonight. Goalkeeper will get it back here. Camacho back to his keeper, and FA Euro New York taking their time with that 2-0 lead. Finally working it downfield, nearly out of play. Ladula chests it down here. Keeping the possession alive and winning the foul, moving the ball up to midfield. Foul called on Mason, the right back of LVU. Long ball. Kasembev under it, but he'll get the offsides called against him. And Lehigh Valley gets it right back. Muller, near side. Looking ahead. Bit of a heavy touch, but he gets it back. Working the through ball, and Canella wins the free kick there. On a late shove. It'll be a free kick here, and a key one for Lehigh Valley, trying to get back into this game. Rhoda standing over it. Ball ahead, far side. Header by Ladula. Wen is trying to get back to it. They still can't clear it. Finally, they do upfield. Kasembev gets it ahead. Thought it was going to go out of play, but Ladula saving it. The hustle play there. Rebecca back all the way to the back line. They'll change sides of the field. Anderson now. Player down on the far side for Lehigh Valley. Looks to be cramping up a bit. First substitution will come on shortly for Lehigh Valley, standing by the scores table. Is A.J. Bishop, attacking midfielder.
So I gave a warning before I started that.
Yeah, good thing.
A.J. Bishop coming in for Lehigh Valley. Ryad's night done for LVU. So adding more of a potent winger out there.
A.J. Bishop.
61st minute here, and Lehigh Valley changing things up a bit with their personnel on the field. A.J. Bishop, the Cabrini University forward, 17 goals, 6 assists for the NCAA Division III school last season.
Lehigh Valley United was number 7, A.J. Bishop.
Ball ahead, Lampkin, a through ball. Offsides the call, a really late flag coming up. But Lehigh Valley will take the free kick out of it.
Taking stats. What are you up to? Yes.
Cameron Keys will take the goal kick. Knocked back. Rebecca. Camacho now. And FA Euro once again taking their time here, working it through the back line.
Get ready for the game and stuff.
Ladula
Wednesday, we head to
moving up ahead. Cut back from the Englishman. Ball across here, a beautiful one. Lampkin coming in. Ball back across, but they can't find the other teammates in the area. It was Santa coming in there, but that pass intercepted just on the last second. George back over as LVU tries to make something of this transition attack. Over to the far side. Ball across here. It would have been to the head of Trout, but cleared away by Camacho. Another ball across. Follow on that one. George trying to get something going. A long shot from far out just hits the turf and into the hands of Dabrowski. Camacho. Santa breaking through on that through ball into the final third. He's going to take it by the corner flag. It's going to end in a throw-in for LVU. Tried to keep it alive with a pass over to Anderson near side. Substitution here, second of the night for Lehigh Valley United. Coming off was Trey Mason.
Entering the game for Lehigh Valley United is number 17, Brendan Lovano. He replaces number 16, Trey Mason.
Brendan Lovano comes in. Rose keeping it up with LVU offense. Trying to spark something here. Down 2-0 against FA Euro. Here comes the ball across, but deflected away. It's Gomez on the end of that one, the deflection. And it's a corner kick coming for LVU. Third substitution coming quickly for Lehigh Valley United. Momentarily. It'll be Shaq Stevenson once that occurs. Headed away by Follow there and out of trouble. Down in the Near side corner as Lovano grabs onto that one. Brandon Lovano, East Stroudsburg State, NCAA Division II player. 5 goals, 3 assists, and 8 starts with ESU last season. And now Shaq Stevenson, more of a controlling midfielder, coming onto the field. Ball up ahead. Kazembev trying to run onto it, but Rose gets there first. Back to Cameron Keys. Quickly ahead. In dangerous territory as Anderson nearly got there. Rose will knock it forward out of play. Throw in for LVU. Ben Rhoda's night done on that substitution. 66th minute. Here in J. Birney Crum Stadium, 2-0 lead for FA Euro. Ladula goal in the first half, and then in the second half, Santa with a chip over Cameron Keys on the breakaway. Rocha not able to hold on to that one. Lampkin up ahead. Over to Rebecca, who sends it wide to Gomez. Trying to keep it alive, but there's LVU getting it back. Trying to spur on the break here. Back behind Stevenson, and he's going to lose it there. Bad pass for LVU. Long ball as that will bounce a couple times before Cameron Keys can sweep it out of there for an FA Euro throw-in. Looks like he thought that was going to take a one-hop it right into the box where he could grab it. Lampkin will have the throw-in, the forward of FA Euro. Gives it off to Anderson. Ladula wide open. Knocks it ahead to Lampkin. Anderson there too. Lampkin cuts back. Still more to the central midfield. Wenis. Here Fala over to Camacho, and FA Euro content to stretch this LVU defense. Trout there looked like he had the handball, and they'll call it that way. Actually, it goes against FA Euro. George over to the far side. Canelo moves it along. As Lehigh Valley moves the far wing of the field. Ball ahead. Stevenson under it, but grabbing it first is Dabrowski. First substitution of the night will shortly come on for FA Euro. Oh, Ladula cutting up the traffic. Cut back, keeping it alive to Wenis. Wenis all the way back. Followed back to Rebecca as they continue to burn some time here in their own end of the field. Knocked up, back down. Rebecca keeping it alive there. Still, FA Euro just knocking it around, burning some time. As we approach the 70th minute. Anderson cutting more to midfield. Knocks ahead. Ladula still running. He's going to cut forward here. A chance. A flick over the top of Cameron Keys. A wide open net. And offsides is the call. Once again against this FA Euro tandem up top. And a quick restart. As Canella comes in, no flag up as he comes forward. Ball across, a chance here! And LVU gets one back. Here in the 70th now, just a 2-1 game. Substitution coming on for FA Euro in the moment. It looks like the referee's going to talk something over, and it's the assistant referee maybe. And Ladula getting a yellow card after his talks with the referee here tonight. 5th yellow card of the season for Ladula. And it's definitely been a tense night between these officials on the sidelines and the FA Euro coaching staff.
Hey, Mom, don't let them leave. Don't let the other team leave until they clean all that crap.
Well, yeah, I told Joey that. I said they need to clean up. Go down and see how you do.
Who scored that goal?
Whoever 10.
So in all that, it's a 2-1 lead for FA Euro. The head.
It was the dude with Bright Watch Phoenix, yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Bright Watch Jason Wolf. I don't know who the assist would find. Hey, Mom, where's Gina? Can you watch this? I'm gonna go say hi to Gina. Make sure.
And after that, we'll restart. Coach kicked out of the game here for FA Euro. But LVU getting one back there. Ball cross. Lampkin quickly there. A little touch forward. And keeping it just outside the reach of Ladula. He's going to get back on it there. Around Garrett Keys. And Keys with the final tackle to avoid the pressure, forcing the throw-in from Anderson.
So with all that excitement, ladies and gentlemen, Lehigh Valley United's goal was scored by number 10, Jason Rohan.
Anderson throwing long one, headed off by Rose, and a high boot there will be a free kick for LVU. As Canella took that. It was a high kick in the air and on Canella. They hit him around the face, I think. He looks
So
like
what foul? Who foul on us or them?
them.
Them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anderson cuts back, looking forward, but stolen back by Stevenson. When Bishop up ahead. Stevenson back on it.
No problem, no problem. I'll watch the video. Thank you, guys. All good. Don't worry about it. Thank you.
Sending that one into the box or right into the arms of Dabrowski. So in the end, Rocha got the goal. Bishop treating back to get that one. LVU just one down now. Foul will send this off. Deep one, Anderson running in there, but instead it falls to Canella. 76th minute, 2-1 FA Euro lead. Ball through, far side now, run coming, but retreating the whole way. It's Ladula getting that back and keeping possession for his team. Camacho moving upfield, looking ahead. It ends in a chip. His teammate. Camacho driving it. Ladula under it, looking for the header. The flag was up anyway, but they call a foul there on some tugging before getting up in the air. Long ball from Cameron Keys. It falls. Foul called against Lehigh Valley. FA Euro getting it back here with their 1-goal lead. 77th minute. Beautiful, cool night here in Allentown, Pennsylvania as LVU tries to get back even in this game. Follow sends it deep. Ladula volley there, tried to keep it with FA Euro, but instead it ends in possession with LVU. Still trying to force some possession deep into FA Euro territory. Lavano sending it ahead, but too light on that pass. Trying to find Trout on the near side. Cleared away, out of play, and throwing near midfield. Stevenson over to George. Mickey George looking ahead, getting under this one. Far side corner. Cut back around Ladula. Ball into the box. Header on frame, but right into the arms of Dabrowski. Rocha with the shot there off the cross. Ball downfield. Rose going to get the header first to it. Knocked down by George, but it falls to Lampkin. Rebecca now. Back to Camacho. Back heel, providing some space. Canella brought down from behind, and that'll be a free kick on the far side for Lehigh Valley United. Substitution coming in for FA Euro. It's Juan David Dominguez, defender for the away side. Wenis will come out of this game. More of a defensive switch for FA Euro New York. Ball, low one into the box, and Rebecca heads it away. Ladula tried the breakaway. Says knocked back. Down, and a foul called against Lehigh Valley, and a free kick coming for FA Euro near midfield in the 80th. Yellow card issued there. Driving into this one. Deep and well ahead of any FA Euro players and safely into the hands of Cameron Keys. Headed there by Anderson. Knocked down. And it'll be a quick restart for Lehigh Valley United. Ball into the box, far side. Dabrowski got the goal kick here. Referee telling the goalkeeper to move it along in this game. Approaching the 82nd minute. Lehigh Valley searching for that equalizer. Out of play near side. Trout with the quick throw-in. Or down Lovano, moving ahead. Trying to get around Camacho, muscling his way in there. And the center back of FA Euro winning the throw-in for his side. Anderson will take it.
Never had that pointed out to me before. Yeah, really. And he's like 26 or 27 years old. I'm like, this guy. I mean, you look at that.
Knocked ahead. Stevenson using his body to keep it there. George knocks it all the way back to Garrett Keys. Lehigh Valley much of the possession here in the later minutes of this match. Gomez almost winning it back there, but LVU keeping it. A potential breakaway coming, but pass a bit too heavy to Ladula. Quick spin move working the far side. The Englishman up ahead. That ball's going to stay in play. Trucking for it as they'll guide the ball out of play. And for a goal kick coming for Cameron Keys. 83rd minute of action, 2-1 FA Euro lead. Rocha getting one back recently for Lehigh Valley United. Downfield headed. Lehigh Valley a chance here. Canella driving into that one and deflected by Falla. Cleared upfield, but right back to Lehigh Valley. Ball across, but that'll trickle out of play nearby. Dabrowski take another goal kick. And the referee urging the Northeastern goalkeeper to move it along in this game. Sends it into the 84th minute. Headed by Stevenson. Back near side, and the through ball goes ahead of Anderson. Out of play, throwing coming. Trout will take it. Georgia moving it ahead, has to give it back to Rose, deflected there. Kazembev sending it deep. Chesting it down. Here's Keys. They'll look to move it upfield, back heel, and it'll work its way back to Cameron Keys as we approach the 85th. Trout finding some room in front of him. Tracking all the way back is Juan Dominguez, and it'll be a foul and a yellow card also for Dominguez. Recent sub into the game. Next substitution coming on for FA Euro, Adam Marcu. Will be coming in, former Wesleyan player, NCAA Division III. Adula heads it away there.
In the game for FA Euro, with number
Tried to work the through ball, but deflected away. George was there. The ball right by the tackle there. Over the top, Canella. Looking for the right touch. Gomez heads it away. Rebecca back to Fala, and he'll clear it to midfield. Headed back. Here comes Dominguez running in. But getting there first is Trout. Rose will clear it upfield. And headed away from Canella. Anderson sending that out of play. And in the 86th minute, Lehigh Valley threatening again. Has had much of the possession in the last few minutes, but just have not been able to find those touches in the final third. Throwing from Stevenson deep into the box. Headed away. George sending it over the top. Headed back. Still battling for it in the air. And finally headed out by Dominguez. Stevenson losing it there. Hard touch from him. Dominguez gets deflected away. Trout trying to get a cross in there into the box, but goes awry and well outside the frame of goal. Kick from Dabrowski. Still working on his win tonight with FA Euro. First start with the away side this season. Rebecca keeps it just in play. And eventually out. FA Euro will get a throw in out of that. Here in the 88th. Rebecca over to Dominguez. Spin move trying to keep it away from LVU, and he wins a free kick. A beautiful spot here for FA Euro, and they'll have a substitution coming in too. It'll be Connor McGlynn coming in, the Siena college player. Dominguez lining up over it. The chance, a deflection over the wall, and nearly finding its way, lobbing over Cameron Keys. It'll be a corner kick for FA Euro. Here in the 89th minute, still up by 1. Ladula out of the game now. Coming in was McGlynn. Short corner taken. Cut back. Looking for the right ball right before it goes out of play. And it'll be a goal kick there. Connor McGlynn led Siena in assists last season. Coming on for some late minutes, looking to seal this victory. Moving up ahead, a through ball, but all the way to Cameron Keys. George sends it across there. Gomez gets a head or two, but not enough to clear it safely. Stevenson Lining up under this one, a long shot, but a one-hopper right into the arms of Dabrowski. Entering the 90th now. Stoppage time. Stevenson, ball over the top. A run coming in, but that'll get to Dabrowski first sliding in. Headed back down. Garrick's breaking forward. Slide there trying to keep it. Anderson puts the pressure on Rose to guide it out of play. Throw in coming for FA Euro.
The referees have indicated 7 minutes of stoppage time. Buckle your seatbelts, this isn't over yet.
Ball out of play. Throwing coming for Stevenson. Word is 7 minutes of stoppage time coming. We're into the 92nd now. Rebecca over to Anderson. Ball through around Rose. And FA Euro wanted the advantage played and said the referee bringing it back for the foul. And the referee backing away here. Having a word with two of the players, and they'll go their separate ways. Ball in and right into the arms of Cameron Keys. He'll punt it deep. As we approach the 94th, 7 minutes of stoppage time coming. Ball up, Camacho gets a touch to it, but right down. Shot coming, but wide of the mark. And it stays 2-1 FA Euro. Dabrowski will have the goal kick as time is waning for Lehigh Valley United, trying to get a result in this one. Bouncer, Rose came up, got a touch to it. Out wide, Anderson now. Juan Dominguez up ahead. Back over to Marku. Anderson didn't see that coming near side, gives it back to Lehigh Valley, looking for that equalizing goal. About 3 minutes of stoppage time left. Wenis, a bicycle kick over his head, keeping possession with the volley. Moves it ahead. Here comes a run from Anderson near side, but the ball just skirts out right before he gets to it. Garrett Keys up ahead. Mickey George. Over to Stevenson. Wenis gets under that one. Cameron Keys well off his line. And That'll fall right to the goalkeeper. Garrett Keys well on the offensive end, flicking it ahead. Canella back over. A chance here in the final third. Keys gets under that one into the box. Knocks it back. Rocha lining forward. Bender hits the far post and bounces wide. Almost a stunner for his second of the game. Knocked into the air by Wenis. Stays 2-1. FA Euro. About 1 minute of stoppage time remaining. Ball ahead quickly. Rose. Cleared away by Gomez. Falls forward. George trying to stay with it, and that'll be the final whistle. And Lehigh Valley United putting in a fight till the end, but it ends 2-1. FA Euro, 2 goals around the halftime area of this game, proving the difference despite one coming back from Rocha. FA Euro gets their 3rd win of the season, moving to 9 points and staying in 6th place of the Mid-Atlantic Division. Lehigh Valley United falling to a record of 4-7-1 at 13 points. Home record of 3-3. An exciting game and really breakout session for Ladula, who scored the initial goal, had an assist on the second goal, his first couple points of the season. FA Euro New York will head on the road to face New York Red Bulls and then Jersey Express before hosting the final match of the season against Evergreen FC. Lehigh Valley United, FA Euro New York. After this loss tonight, heading the road against Ocean City, and then a home match next Saturday against Reading United. If you're not able to make that match on Saturday, we'll have it back here on the YouTube live stream. But Lehigh Valley looking to build for the future. But 1-2 over this 3-game stretch in 5 days. You're getting key 3 points against Evergreen FC. Thanks for watching, everyone here tonight. Once again, 2-1 loss for Lehigh Valley United. And FA Euro getting their 3rd win of the season.